Alright, hey guys, what's up? Shady here. So in today's WoW Guide, we're going to be going over quickly on how to make gold, on how to farm, how to gather. It's pretty straightforward and honestly is one of the easiest ways to make gold, and a lot of people don't actually know about it. This expansion especially, I explained to a lot of people in my guild, friends list, everything on how professions work, because they were rank 3 ores and herbs, whatever materials, were all nerfed in Warwithin. They became more rare, and with that becoming more rare, you're able to make more gold, right? So starting off basic, I'm gonna go over gathering. So gathering, what that is just gathering mats, right? If you're gonna grab the two specializations you're gonna grab is herbalism and mining. Mining you can pick up here from Garib or Tarib. You go here and you just get the training. If you already have specializations, just professions, just drop them and then learn these two. Mining and herbalism is the easiest because you will find herbs and ores to mine all around the world. Wherever you go, whether you're questing, leveling, or just doing world PvP, world quests, doesn't matter. You will find stuff to mine or farm. Even in delves and raids and stuff, you might find some. In delves, you find them pretty often. And then over here, this is where the herbalism trainer is going to be, and you're just going to grab these. And now, real quick, before you get started, before you go out into the world and get started, you're going to head to the auction house, because there are tools you can equip for your profession. Each profession has their own relative tools. For mining and herbalism, you can go to your journal, and over here you can see I have 3 pieces of gear for my mining: the Bismuth Miner's headgear, the Bismuth Horde, and the pickaxe. And you want the highest rank possible for these, obviously, because that will give you the best results. The better stat stuff you have, the higher chances you have of getting rank 3s or more quantity. And also for the herbalism as well, you're gonna have 3 different tools: the gardening basket, and the gardening hat, and the sickle. So you're simply just gonna go to the auction house, type in garden, and you'll find the garden hat, you'll find the basket. You're gonna want to get the 564. I believe that is the highest item level you can get for these. And for the hat, it might be 551. They shouldn't be too expensive. They're fairly cheap, 1 to 2 grand each, depending on your server. It might be different. And then same thing for the miners. You go for the miner, you type in miner, miners with a S, and then you'll see the Bismuth Horde and then the Bismuth headgear, about 5 grand. And then you just type in pickaxe and you get the proficient pickaxe as well. Just make sure you get the highest level, and it is rank 5. That's the only thing you look out for. And then once you get them, go to your mail, pick them up, and then you just simply equip them here, and they will all be showing up in your journal here. So I figured I'd show you guys quickly on a fresh toon that hasn't really done anything yet. You're gonna want to come here, right here, this area right here. And this is where you will find the vendor for the artsy and whatever the shit it's called. Here you can buy notebooks that will give you knowledge points that you can use to upgrade your skill points faster. You will get 5 to 10 of these artsy and acuity every time you get whenever you farm ores or farm herbs or ores. You have a chance of getting a drop, an item that will give you knowledge points, and every time you use those things to get knowledge points, you will get some of this currency that will allow you to that will slowly build up over time, which will allow you to buy these notebooks. But what you're going to want to do when you first do it is quickly grab this quest. Simply you just got to talk to the person here, and it will give you'll be able to choose one of the items here. You talk to this person, hand in the quest, and you choose one of whatever you want. So if you're a leather worker, you get the leather work one, tailor. But we're miners, we're gonna get the satchel of ore. Grab that, open it, boom, we get 350 with that. Talk to him, and you can buy whichever one you want, obviously, right? There we go, we bought the herbalism one. If we don't want the herbalism one, we just buy the miners one. Boom, there we go. Once you learn it, you can only use it once you get level 25 though, but just remember you can get this when you get your first spec unlocked. That's when you can use those books at level 25. And then once you get that done, that you're already halfway done. Now what you want to do is level up your mining and your herbalism to 100, and as you level it up, you will get knowledge points, and once you get knowledge points, you'll be able to go to your specializations and start spending your points. Now, I will leave 2 links in the description that will go over on how to build, because it goes very in depth. With each spec, they have their own thing. So generally, mining fundamentals, this will make it more faster to get ores, but this, when you max out mining fundamentals, it'll allow you to mine while mounted. I messed up on this character and put 30 points into this. I should have not done that. I should have prioritized everything in plethora of ore and bismuth and elkerite, because this will just give me more overall, more ores, more higher rank ores, and just overall more quantity of them. Whereas this only just allows me to mine it faster and allow me to, once I max it out, to mine while mounted. If you value that, sure, max it out first, but I would always recommend going for this, maxing out this first and then these 2 after. I will leave a link in the description for the miner's guide and the herbalism guide that I followed it, because as well, each zone will not spawn everything. For example, I believe here in Isle of Dorm, you will not find that much acarite, but in Ashcat or Hollowfall, you'll find a decent amount. Or whereas for herbalism is a bit more in depth. You have more choices. For example, this one, I'm maxing out Carnivorous Connoisseur, and this is only found in Ashcat majority of the time, because that's where I'm always farming, and I don't farm here in fucking loser. I don't farm here in Isle of Dorm, so I'm not maxing out the spears, as the spears is what's commonly found here. Depending on where you like to farm, you can have a different setup, depending on where you are majority of the time. I often farm in Hollowfall or Ashcat, so that's why I am prioritizing the stuff that spawns there majority of the time. Other than that, it's not too bad. Also, you wanna, your first thing you always want to learn though, the first thing you want to unlock always is mining fundamentals and buoyancy. You don't want to put a point in them, you simply just want to unlock it, because once you unlock this and buoyancy, once you unlock both of these, as you see I unlocked this but I don't have any points, it will give you 1 vigor for your dragon flying every time you mine or gather a herb or ore, and with that, it'll make it very easy for you to keep flying and not have to keep waiting for recharges. And with that, there's not much else to say. After that, it's just simply just farming and leveling it up as much as you can. You can expect to see, depending on how fast you can gather and how high level, like you can see here right now in my inventory, I have a decent amount. I have about 350k gold, 15k gold right now. Yesterday I had 40k gold. I made 300k within about 3 to 4 hours of farming while I'm just in solo shuffle. As you can see, I've been in queue for 32 minutes. So these queues take a long time, but it's the perfect time to to farm gold. You're gonna be sitting in AFK, you're gonna be sitting in queue anyways, might as well be productive with it, get a WoW token out of it, get some gold for your enchants, everything, because everything is expensive right now. So I hope this guys, if you guys didn't already know about this, I hope this explained or teaches you something. Remember, I will leave a link in the description of the guide. This is it right here, and this will go over basically everything you want to put your points into, and it will explain everything, what each spec does, and if you were to put points in it, what it would do. Other than that, that's all it is. Just make sure you spend your points wisely. You make sure you know what you're putting your points into, because once you spend the point, you cannot undo it. It is permanent. I just figured I'd show you guys quickly in game on how it looks when you farm. So you're going to be looking on, so make sure this is your map. You're going to see them here. For example, that leaf, that's going to be a herb. Let's see if I can find an ore real quick to mine. Come on. Any herbs? Right there you go, right there. We got a ore right here. So this right here is an elkerite ore. We're just gonna mine that. Boom. There we go. We get one. So if you guys don't see this on your mini map, what you're gonna do is so there's gonna be a thing called tracking on your mini map. It's gonna be one of these circles. Click tracking, and you're just gonna put find herbs, find minerals, because sometimes by default these will be disabled. I'm not sure why, but once you have that enabled, you should be able to see everything on your mini map as you fly through the world. And then as you see them, just keep looting them one by one, and surprisingly, you come out with a lot of gold even in 30 minutes or an hour of doing this. Also, another thing, if you do own the Sky Golem mount, right here, Sky Golem, that druid just reminded me. Was that a druid? I don't know. But yeah, if you have the Sky Golem mount, you can hop on this bad boy. And let me find our herb real quick. But with this, you're able to mine herbs with this mount. You don't have to dismount. So if you're only farming herbs, this will come in handy. Also, if you have a druid and you're in flight form, you don't need to get out of flight form to mine the herb. This is crazy. I'm not finding anything here. So we're on the Sky Golem mount. Just gonna grab that. See, and it leaves me mounted still. Pretty nice. The only thing is, this doesn't work for mining unless you were to max out mining fundamentals, but which I do not suggest doing. I believe it is a waste. I wasted 30 points in this. If I didn't put 30 points in this, my bismuth would be max, and this would be halfway to being max probably, and I would be making way more money. But because I didn't know at the time, I kind of made a mistake. But I got a bunch of other alts, so it's fine. It's not a big deal. Yeah. So with that being said, I hope you guys enjoyed the video. I hope you guys make a lot of gold, and if this helped you guys, please let me know, and drop a like, and let me know what else you guys would like to see. I'm trying to get more ideas on what I should make videos on. I'm thinking of making a DK guide, but there are other DKs that have already covered that, and I'm sure they do a better job at me than explaining on how to play the class. But if there's any other mounts or any guides for old content you guys want to see or have me explain, just let me know in the comments. Thank you guys for watching. I hope you guys make a lot of gold. Have a nice day.